Reveal all about YoungBoy Never Broke Again. Kentrell DeSean Gaulden, born October 20, 1999, known professionally as YoungBoy Never Broke Again, also known as NBA YoungBoy or simply YoungBoy, is an American rapper. Family and relationships. At 24 years old, Gaulden is the father of 11 children with 9 different women. 2 of his sons, Caden and Casey, appeared in the video for his single, Casey Talk. In a 2017 profile for The Fader, Gaulden named Cameron as one of his sons. Cameron was born in July 2016 to star Thigpen just weeks after Caden. However, a DNA test later confirmed that he was not the biological father. On January 7, 2023, Gaulden married his longtime girlfriend and the mother of 2 of his children, Jaslyn Michelle Hayes. Kentrell DeSean Gaulden was born on October 20, 1999, in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He broke his neck while wrestling as a toddler, the injury requiring a head brace until the spine healed. The brace left permanent scars on his forehead. Gaulden was raised mainly by his maternal grandmother, Alice Gaulden, due to his father being sentenced to 55 years in prison that he dropped out of high school in 9th grade. While in juvenile detention for a robbery charge, he began writing lyrics for his debut project. After he was released, Gaulden's grandmother died of heart failure in 2010 and he was sent to a group home in which he noted that he would get beat up. "I used to get beat up inside the group home for no reason. The other boys would put their hands on me, and I would look up like, 'Why are you hitting me, bro? What did I do?' It made me discover another side of me that I never glorified or liked. I found out how to be the person that you don't want to do that with. Before then, I never understood all the evilness or wrong because I was showered by so much love from this one person." He later moved in with his friend and fellow Baton Rouge rapper, OG33 Never Broke Again. The two then used acts of criminality to begin to pay for studio time. Legal issues. Despite his success as a musical artist, Gaulden had been involved in numerous criminal run-ins and a civil lawsuit. 2014, robbery charge and juvenile detention. In late 2014, Gaulden was arrested for robbery and sent to a detention center in Tallulah, Louisiana. He was released after serving 6 months. 2016 to 2017, attempted murder. On November 28, 2016, U.S. Marshals arrested Gaulden before a concert in Austin, Texas, accusing him of jumping out of a vehicle and opening fire on a group of people on a South Baton Rouge street. Gaulden was charged with 2 counts of attempted murder. Gaulden was in jail until May 2017 for attempted first-degree murder. Speaking on his incarceration, he said, "I don't think they really target, but if you got a name, they know who you is, you do something, they gonna come get you, and whoever you're with and whatever they do, you're accountable for it just because you got the biggest name. That's how that shit go." Facing 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder, he pleaded guilty to a reduced charge of aggravated assault with a firearm. On August 22, 2017, he was sentenced to a suspended 10-year prison term and 3 years of active probation. 2018, assault, weapons, and kidnapping. Gaulden was arrested before a concert at the Moon nightclub in Tallahassee on February 25, 2018. Gaulden had a warrant in the state of Georgia for allegedly committing assault, weapons violations, and kidnapping. Hotel surveillance footage leaked shortly following his arrest showing Gaulden assaulting his former girlfriend. On March 15, 2018, he was released from jail on $75,000 bail. 2019, assault and battery lawsuit. On March 12, 2019, it was reported that Gaulden and Never Broke Again artist Tiquian Quando Rondo Bowman were filed suit by a man claiming to be the rapper's bodyguard, tour manager, and or tour DJ for assault, battery, and emotional distress. The lawsuit claims that on December 21, 2018, during a concert in Florence, South Carolina, the 2 performers were annoyed by a crazed fan resulting in an argument. The claimant states that he, Gaulden, Bowman, and members of their entourage were escorted backstage by management, venue owners, and concert organizers where he claims to have been assaulted by the 2 aforementioned. The person, who claimed was confronted by the 2 defendants, commented that Bowman, although unprovoked, instigated the incident by attempting to force him back on stage to break up the fan craze to secure his team, but after he refused, Bowman and Gaulden immediately assaulted him as he tried to explain to both parties of his deeds. It resulted in the victim sustaining a cracked tooth, bloody face, and injuries to his reputation. Gaulden's attorney stated that he had no prior knowledge of the incident but would look into the outcome of the lawsuit. 2019 Miami shooting, probation violation, and house arrest. While Gaulden was on probation, on May 12, 2019, he was involved in a shooting in Miami in which he returned fire after a shooter in a black Cadillac Escalade opened fire, injuring Gaulden's girlfriend and killing a bystander. Though Gaulden's charges for the shooting itself were dismissed, he was found to be in the company of Ben Fields and Trillendrick Boomer Norman, which violated a special condition of his probation. For this violation, the judge ordered him to spend 90 days in jail, banned him from performing for the next 14 months, and sentenced him to house arrest with electronic monitoring for the remainder of his probation. 2019 to 2020, probation termination and renewal. On December 13, 2019, the judge officially terminated Gaulden's probation for 2 counts of attempted murder. However, he was sentenced to a year of probation 5 days later after he pleaded guilty to simple assault in the case involving his ex-girlfriend. 2020 Baton Rouge arrest for federal firearm and drug offenses. On September 28, 2020, Gaulden was among 16 people arrested in Baton Rouge, Louisiana on various charges, including distribution and manufacturing of drugs and possession of stolen firearms. His lawyer denied any guilt, stating there was no indication that he had any guns or drugs on him at the time of the arrest. 2021 to 2022, California federal firearm charge and Baton Rouge federal firearm and drug charge. On March 22, 2021, Gaulden was arrested by federal agents in Los Angeles executing a federal warrant stemming from his September 2020 arrest in Baton Rouge. Officers attempted to stop a vehicle with Gaulden in it to serve the warrant when Gaulden took off on foot. After a search that involved using a police dog, Gaulden was found and booked on federal firearms charges. On October 26, 2021, he was released from jail on a $1.5 million bail. On February 24, 2022, following Gaulden's September 2020 Baton Rouge arrest in the process of recording a music video, Gaulden's team filed a motion to suppress the firearm obtained during the arrest alongside the video and photo evidence via an SD card from the video shoot for Chopper City. On March 2, 2022, the motion to suppress the video evidence was granted. However, the motion to suppress the firearm was denied. Following Gaulden's win, a trial date was set for May 16, 2022. However, it was later pushed back due to unforeseeable actions. In June 2022, Gaulden's team won a pre-trial motion as his team filed for a removal of evidence due to prosecutorial misconduct. During the trial for Gaulden's California federal firearm charge, on July 12, 2022, the prosecution's attempt to use lyrics from Gaulden's music, Life Support and Gunsmoke, both of which in YoungBoy raps about FN Herstels, was ruled to not be used against him. On July 15, 2022, Gaulden was found not guilty of his federal firearms charges from California, due to a lack of evidence linking him to intentionally possessing the weapons found. 2023, present, Baton Rouge federal firearm charge. On March 9, 2023, regarding Gaulden's Baton Rouge federal firearm charge, the prosecution team filed a motion to challenge Gaulden's motion to suppress the video and photo evidence, which they won in March 2022. It was noted that the 3-judge panel would come to a decision in the following weeks. On March 15, 2023, it was announced that Judge Shelley Dick lifted restrictions from Gaulden's house arrest. In the report, 2 conditions were removed. Firstly, Gaulden would be allowed to have more than 3 visitors at a time without a curfew restriction. After the prosecution team in Gaulden's Baton Rouge case filed a motion to challenge his to suppress the video and photo evidence, in July 2023, Gaulden's team refiled with the United States Courts of Appeals. However, he lost the appeal in October 2023 regarding Gaulden's Baton Rouge federal firearm charge. After Gaulden's team challenged the lost appeal, the United States Court of Appeals for the Fifth Circuit reversed their decision, allowing the prosecution to use the evidence. In November 2023, Gaulden's defense filed a motion in order to amend his pretrial conditions due to police corruption. Later that month, the court denied Gaulden's motion to ease his house arrest limitations due to his diminishing mental health alongside declining music sales. Assistant U.S. Attorney William K. Morris stated that Gaulden's current conditions of pretrial release prohibit him from seeking and obtaining mental health treatment. On December 19, 2023, Billboard announced that Judge Shelley Dick denied Gaulden's request to obtain more recording studio access. However, she allowed the rapper to get better medical treatment. The trial will happen between July 15, 2024 and July 25, 2024. Feuds. King Von and Lil Durk. From 2018 to 2020, YoungBoy and Chicago rapper King Von, a signee of Lil Durk's imprint Only the Family, began to diss each other through social media and their music, in what was initially taken as a joke. In particular, Von, who made several videos mocking viral clips of YoungBoy, as Von noted that YoungBoy fakes in his music, the F***k YoungBoy talking about on the song, bruh? He's talking crazy, he ain't even like that. I'm on his A** now. You got caps in yo raps. On November 6, 2020, King Von was shot and killed following an altercation with the YoungBoy Never Broke Again affiliate Quando Rondo. In 2022, following Von's death and YoungBoy's release from jail, YoungBoy released Bring the Hook, the lead single from his mixtape Colors. In the track, YoungBoy sent an obvious diss toward King Von and rappers from O Block in Chicago as he rapped, "Nigga, this that Squid Game, O Block pack get rolled up / murder what they told us, Atlanta boy get fold up." The song's release sparked a feud between YoungBoy and Von's close friend Lil Durk, which led to the release of Aha, the lead single from Durk's 7220. The song featured several subliminal disses from Durk to YoungBoy. To end the track, Durk took several shots against YoungBoy's ex-girlfriend Jania Michelle, suggesting she had relations with the late King Von. 203. On the same day, YoungBoy released I Hate YoungBoy, which appeared on his fourth studio album The Last Slamido. In the song, YoungBoy had taken shots at Durk's fiancée India Royale, Gucci Mane, Lil Baby, Boozy Badass, Durk's late cousin OTF Nunu, and Durk himself. He also dissed Apple Music for promoting the Chicago native Lil Durk. On May 4, 2023, media personality Academics stated that YoungBoy and Durk had reconciled, but on May 8, YoungBoy dissed both Durk and Academics on Twitter. On the same day, he announced a new mixtape titled Richest Op and its release date of May 12, 2023, the same release date as Lil Durk's album Almost Healed. NLE Choppa. In the midst of YoungBoy's feud with Lil Durk, YoungBoy released the track No Like I Know, which contained several disses towards NLE Choppa after he allegedly picked Durk's side in their beef after NLE responded negatively to a tweet from a King Von affiliate, Lil Reese, which stated, "That ain't no demon time, he just rapping like the rest of these rappers all rap," under which NLE responded, "I stamped that dot in the track." YoungBoy had taken several subliminal disses towards NLE where he rapped, "I bet your mama would be destroyed, and when we send your stupid ass to God for making statements / choose insides about my beef with them lil boys. I can say I saw it, you can say I was your favorite, end of / better stay up in your place bitch, fuck around get your face split, and I don't give a fuck how you treat your body, give a fuck about your cleaning." YoungBoy also referenced the real Blasian, who is both the ex-girlfriends of YoungBoy and NLE, as he rapped, "Nigga better ask Blasian about me / how we catch M bad and take his shit / leave M stripped. The police think we raped the bitch / nigga better not play with this." Gucci Mane. Following YoungBoy's infamous I Hate YoungBoy, in which he rapped, "Used to fuck with Gucci till I seen he liked them pussy niggas," after Gucci's collaboration with Lil Durk, Rumors, Gucci responded with publicity stunt in which he dissed YoungBoy several times. In the track, Gucci responded to YoungBoy as he rapped, "Why you diss me for publicity nigga, / is you in the streets or industry nigga?" After YoungBoy had made it clear he doesn't appreciate the music industry. To end the song's outro, Gucci interpolated YoungBoy's viral hit Make No Sense, in which YoungBoy rapped, "I feel like I'm Gucci Mane" in 2006, where Gucci switched it up, rapping, "I thought you felt like Gucci Mane" in 2006. Joe Budden. In December 2023, on Joe Budden's podcast, he brought up YoungBoy in his list of topics, stating that his music is bad. What else do I have written down here? You ready to tell the truth about NBA YoungBoy? Am I ready to do this? That N*** is trash. He's horrible. He is horrible, he is horrible, he is really, 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 really bad. I don't know him as a person, I'm only speaking about music. He is really, really, really bad. And that thing happened with him. When he was out, the label pushed a button and did some YouTube S***T. All the little kids had to just come to the F***ing gathering and tell you about NBA YoungBoy's views and how great he is and how awesome he is and how amazing he's doing. Button criticizing YoungBoy sparked a response from him through the Never Broke Again LLC Instagram page, in which YoungBoy made a story dissing Button, in which he noted that his mixtape Decided To is still in the Apple Music Top 10 US Albums chart. The last thing I dropped was Decided To, and my album is still in the top 10 on Apple Music, pussy ass nigga. Don't speak on me, I don't play that shit. Don't rat on me either, you pussy-ass bitch. Label head Birdman also responded to Button, noting that he isn't wise for dissing YoungBoy. Button later doubled down on his diss, stating that he's way bigger than YoungBoy. I just wanna say, I'm way bigger than him. Stop this. Dog, you young idiots get fooled by these label metrics and these digital tricks. Would you like me to read you the numbers on YoungBoy's last 6 projects? All right. I mean, I don't want to. I didn't think I had to do this. 'Cause I'm sure someone here is recording. The point is, you doing a lot for somebody that don't sell more than 60,000 records. Stop it. Enough of young people just saying stupid shit in hip-hop. We get it, you like who you like, awesome. But it's not this dominant force that you niggas keep trying to make it out to be. However, days later, Joe Budden apologized to YoungBoy, stating that there was a much better way to articulate his opinions. YoungBoy later responded to Budden's apology, claiming that the entire controversy was a publicity stunt. Joe Budden, I love you, bruh. They don't understand our plot twist. It was strictly finna do an interview after this. Tell him, don't take us too serious. Everything entertainment, man. Charlemagne the God. On January 8, 2024, YoungBoy appeared in an interview with popular hip-hop interviewer, Bootleg Kev, in which he spoke about not being too keen on the idea of fatherhood despite having several children. YoungBoy's comments on fatherhood sparked a response for the Breakfast Club host, Charlemagne the God, who criticized YoungBoy's views on fatherhood, calling him the donkey of the day. Following the diss, YoungBoy released a diss track towards Charlemagne, titled Act a Donkey, in which he invited him to his house in Utah to sort out the two's issues together in a threatening manner. However, Charlemagne responded to the track, noting that he's not going to travel to YoungBoy's home, which fans assumed is because he's afraid. Business ventures. Never broke again. Main article, Never broke again. Following YoungBoy's signing with Atlantic Records in 2017, his music had begun to be released under Atlantic and Never Broke Again, a record label founded by YoungBoy, his brother, Roderick OG33 Jean-Pierre, and their close friend, Kyle Montana Claiborne. YoungBoy's aim was to guide his friends into the music industry and give upcoming artists a platform to share their music. Never Broke Again's music would originally be distributed through United Masters. However, on September 8, 2021, it was announced that Never Broke Again would sign a global joint venture deal with Motown, who would distribute their music and release compilation albums under the joint venture. Despite YoungBoy being a co-founder and the face of the label, it's run by Kyle Montana Claiborne. When asked about the inspiration behind the label, YoungBoy noted, I felt like I had a responsibility to my artists to make sure to find the right partner for my label. I'm looking forward working with Ethiopia, Kino, and Motown Records. The label has been home to several artists such as YoungBoy Never Broke Again, Quando Rondo, and No Cap, as well as record producers and engineers such as Jason Cheese, Goldberg, and Chris James. AMP Talk Show. On December 8, 2022, it was announced through the Never Broke Again Instagram that YoungBoy would ink a deal with Amazon's AMP. Following the announcement of the partnership, each Friday YoungBoy would host the radio show at 8 p.m. Central Time. Each episode would feature popular guests and celebrities such as Blueface, Rich the Kid, and Ja Morant. YoungBoy would interview his guests following their arrival. Despite Ja being announced as an official guest, the show was cancelled on the same night and stopped airing since. On October 4, 2023, AMP would be deprecated and all of its content, including YoungBoy's radio show, would be discarded from Amazon. Fashion. In 2020, YoungBoy collaborated with ASAP Bari's popular streetwear brand, Vlone to bundle with his newest studio album at the time, Top. In July 2023, YoungBoy released his own sneaker chain under his Never Broke Again clothing as the Grave Digger. This was followed by a collaboration with Supreme in which he was announced as the face of the Fall-Winter 2023 series, ahead of YoungBoy's 8th full-length studio album expected to be released in late 2023. YoungBoy announced his collaboration with the popular streetwear brand, Guapi. Philanthropic. In 2017, following the release of Gaulden's 7th solo mixtape, YoungBoy, he gave away $20,000 in cash in the neighborhood he grew up in. Just a year later, in October 2018, he gave a fan what seemed to be $10,000 for graduating high school in order to push more of his younger fans to stay in school. In April 2019, Gaulden headed down to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, his hometown, to feed the homeless in the area and set up a shelter for people in need while handing out food to the public. In August of the same year, while incarcerated, he and his team funded an annual back-to-school drive in order to give children school supplies, backpacks, clothes, alongside other necessities which may be hard for them or their families to acquire. Through a phone call from jail, Gaulden stated, "I hope everybody has fun. Thank you for coming." In 2020, following the release of his chart-topping sophomore studio album, Top, on behalf of the artist due to his legal circumstances, Gerald Gaulden, Cameron Brown, and Monique, all who have been around Gaulden since his childhood, would donate school supplies funded by Gaulden to Capital Elementary in Sacramento, California. In November 2022, while on house arrest, Gaulden partnered up with NAACP in order to donate 500 turkeys to Baton Rouge families in need for Thanksgiving. Furthermore, he funded a Thanksgiving buffet at Boyle and Rue in Baton Rouge during his Stop the Violence movement in order to stop violence within Black communities. Hi. Stop the violence. Look at me. I could promise you it's a bigger side of life. Stop the violence. You could be a rich nigga, ya heard me? I could promise you. I ain't gon' tell you what's in my bank account, bitch, but I stopped the violence. Just a month later, in December, Gaulden partnered up with his longtime rivals Fredo Bang and TG Calmas alongside NAACP and Metro Health Education in order to give back to their community in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, to donate thousands of toys to the youth for Christmas alongside donating toys to the children's sector of Baton Rouge's Our Lady of the Lake Regional Medical Center. They also hosted a private diner to provide food and gifts for people who recently lost their homes in house fires. Career 2015 to 2017, Career Beginnings and YoungBoy. Main article, YoungBoy. Gaulden performing in 2017. Gaulden first began producing music with a microphone he bought from Walmart when he was 14 years old. He released his first mixtape, Life Before Fame, in 2015. A string of other mixtapes followed, including Mind of a Menace, Mind of a Menace 2, and Before I Go. Gaulden attracted attention with his October 2016 mixtape, 38 Baby, which featured fellow Baton Rouge natives, Boozy Badass, Kevin Gates, and fellow rappers Stroke the Don and NBA 33. A week later, Gaulden released another mixtape titled Mind of a Menace 3 on November 4, 2016. Gaulden's quick rise to popularity could also be attributed to his song-for-song rap beef with fellow Baton Rouge rapper Scotty Kane in December 2015, in which songs from both rappers included death threats. Although no real violence ever occurred between the two Baton Rouge rappers, their feuding attracted a lot of attention. In November 2016, Gaulden was arrested in Austin, Texas on suspicion of attempted first-degree murder in connection with an alleged drive-by shooting. While in jail in East Baton Rouge Parish, Louisiana, Gaulden re-released his two mixtapes, Before I Go and Mind of a Menace 3. Gaulden was released from prison in May 2017 after taking a plea deal and posting bail. A week after leaving prison, Gaulden released the single, Untouchable. In July 2017, Gaulden released a video for his song, 41, that included cameos from notable artists including Meek Mill, Young Thug, 21 Savage, Boozy Badass, and Yo Gotti. In August 2017, it was reported that after being scouted by Mike Caren, YoungBoy signed a 5-album record deal worth $2 million with Caren's artist partner group and Atlantic Records, while the music had been published under YoungBoy's own Never Broke Again. On August 3, 2017, he released his 7th mixtape, YoungBoy, which charted at 24 on the Billboard 200, marking YoungBoy's first appearance on the chart. The single, Untouchable, peaked at number 95 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. The second single from the project, No Smoke, peaked at number 61 on the Billboard Hot 100. YoungBoy's eighth mixtape, Ain't Too Long, was released on October 7, 2017. The mixtape peaked at number 173 on the Billboard 200 chart, marking YoungBoy's second appearance on the chart. Just a month later, in November 2017, YoungBoy appeared as a guest on 21 Savage's Numb the Pain tour. 2018 to 2019, Until Death Call My Name and AI YoungBoy 2. Main articles: Until Death Call My Name and AI YoungBoy 2. Gaulden in 2018 shopping for jewelry in Atlanta, Georgia, at Icebox. Gaulden released the single Outside Today on January 6, 2018. The song became Gaulden's highest charting song, peaking at number 31 on the Billboard Hot 100. He announced his debut studio album, Until Death Call My Name, on January 11, 2018. The album's second single, Diamond Teeth Samurai, an interpolation of Lil Wayne's October 1999. The Block Is Hot was released on April 2, 2018, just 3 weeks prior to the release of the album. The song peaked at number 59 on the Billboard Hot 100. The album was released on April 27, 2018. Following the release of Villain on June 21, 2018, YoungBoy released a reloaded version of Until Death Call My Name, which featured guest appearances from Offset and Lil Uzi Vert on June 28, 2018. Despite being arrested in February 2018, Gaulden promised a new mixtape. Gaulden was released from jail on March 15, and his next mixtape, Master the Day of Judgment, was released on May 19, 2018. Throughout the summer of 2018, Gaulden released a series of 4 EPs, each containing 4 tracks. The first of which, For Respect, was released on August 24, followed by For Freedom, For Loyalty, and For What Important on August 30, September 6, and 14, respectively. In conjunction with the final part being released, all 4 EPs were combined into a 16-track compilation titled For Respect, For Freedom, For Loyalty, For What Important. On September 7, Gaulden released his mixtape Decided, featuring a sole guest appearance from Trippie Redd. On December 20, Gaulden released another mixtape, Realer, featuring guest appearances from Lil Baby and Plies. By January 2019, Gaulden was on YouTube's top music artists list in the United States for the previous 101 weeks, which made him the most-watched musician across all genres. This was mainly due in part to his consistency of releasing music regularly and exclusively on YouTube. He was also the 9th best-selling artist on the 2019 Billboard mid-year charts and was 7th in the top 10 artists ranked by on-demand audio streams without releasing a project in the first 6 months of 2019. Gaulden was sentenced to 14 months on house arrest following a probation violation earlier in 2019. Due to the house arrest, he was unable to record music from anywhere besides his house. On September 25, 2019, Gaulden released the aptly titled single House Arrestings. On October 4, 2019, Gaulden released the song Bandit, with rapper Juice WRLD, released as the final new song by Juice WRLD as a lead artist before his death. The song reached number 10 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100, becoming NBA YoungBoy's highest charting single. On October 10, 2019, Gaulden released his mixtape AI YoungBoy 2, and debuted at number 1 on the U.S. Billboard 200. The mixtape is a sequel to his 2017 breakout AI YoungBoy and features 18 songs, including the previously released song Slime Mentality. Gaulden was able to get his first number 1 album on the Billboard 200 because the album had accumulated 144.7 million on-demand audio streams during its first week, becoming one of the top 10 biggest streaming debuts of 2019. 2020 to 2021, 38 Baby 2, Top, and Sincerely, Kentrell. Main articles: 38 Baby 2, Top, Album, and Sincerely, Kentrell. In February 2020, Gaulden released his mixtape, Still Flexin', Still Steppin'. It debuted at number 2 on the U.S. Billboard 200, becoming his second highest charting album after his 2019 number 1 album AI YoungBoy 2. On April 24, 2020, Gaulden released his mixtape 38 Baby 2, a sequel to his October 2016 38 Baby. The mixtape debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200, marking YoungBoy's second number 1 album on the chart. The mixtape peak was a result of the 67,000 album equivalent units, including 4,000 pure album sales, in its first week, subsequent of the 96.9 million on-demand streams in its first week. On August 20, 2020, Gaulden announced the release of his second studio album titled Top, which was released on September 11. It includes the Hot 100 charting singles All In, Casey Talk, and My Window featuring Lil Wayne. The album debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 and became his third #1 album in under 1 year. Top sold 126,000 album equivalent units, including 19,000 pure album sales, in its first week, accumulating 156.32 million on-demand US streams from all its tracks. The album marked YoungBoy's highest-selling album until the timely release of his third studio album. However, with AI YoungBoy 2, 38 Baby 2 and Top, he became the first rapper in the history of the Billboard 200 to accumulate 3 #1 albums in 10 months, with the latter two peaking atop the chart within 6 months, 1 month behind the previous record held by DMX between 1998 and 1999, and the fastest for a rapper. On November 11, 2020, Gaulden released his fourth solo project of 2020, the mixtape Until I Return, a sequel to his June 2016 Before I Go. It was released exclusively on YouTube and was made available 3 days later to streaming services with 4 additional songs. The mixtape has no guest features and peaked at number 11 on the Billboard 200. On November 20, 2020, Gaulden released a collaborative project with Rich the Kid, titled Nobody Safe. Gearing up for the release of his third studio album Sincerely, Kentrell while incarcerated, YoungBoy released the singles Toxic Punk, White Teeth, Nevada, Life Support, and On My Side, all of which peaked on the Billboard Hot 100, respectively. On September 24, 2021, Gaulden released his third studio album, Sincerely, Kentrell from Prison. The album debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200, making him the third artist besides Tupac and Lil Wayne to have a #1 album while incarcerated. The album marked YoungBoy's highest-selling album, overtaking Top as it sold 137,000 album equivalent units, including 10,000 in pure sales, in its first week, acquiring 186.29 million on-demand streams across all of its tracks. The debut marked YoungBoy's fourth #1 album on the charts. During the release of the album, the term "Why Be Better" had gone viral in social media as fans heavily commented the term on social media. Subsequently, just 4 days following the album's release, a deluxe edition, Sincerely, Kentrell, pronounced Better, was released, which featured an additional 2 songs. Following his release from jail in late October 2021, he released a number of singles beginning in November, including Heart and Soul, Alligator Walk, and Blackball. The singles led up to his collaborative mixtape with Birdman, From the Bayou, which was released on December 10, 2021, after initially being announced in March 2018. 2022, Colors, The Last Slamito, and numerous other projects. Main articles: Colors, Mixtape, Better Than You, Mixtape, The Last Slamito, Realer 2, 3800 Degrees, My Got a Family, 3860, and Lost Files, YoungBoy Never Broke Again album. Gaulden in 2022 performing live, Speed Racing, and War while on house arrest. Gaulden released another mixtape, titled Colors, on January 21, 2022. This mixtape garnered attention due to the singles released previously, in which he dissed rappers King Von and NLE Choppa on the tracks Bring the Hook and Know Like I Know, respectively. 54. On March 4, 2022, Gaulden released Better Than You, a collaborative mixtape with DaBaby. On April 1, 2022, Gaulden released The Last Slamito sampler. This led up to his fourth studio album, The Last Slamito, which is also his final album with Atlantic Records, and was released on August 5, 2022. In May, it was reported that Gaulden rejected CEO Craig Coleman's $25 million offer to renew his Atlantic deal, calling the label out on its artist integrity. He also called to be released from the label along with fellow ex-label mate Meek Mill. Additionally, in July 2022, he terminated his performance rights management deal with ASCAP and joined Irving Azoff-headed Global Music Rights. Through Never Broke Again's Instagram page, it was announced that Gaulden had finally completed his contract with Atlantic Records. Gaulden was featured on the Game's album Dramatic, Heart vs. Mind, on the track O.P.P, but was later removed, a week after the album's released on August 12, 2022, over a clearance fee of $150,000 ordered by YoungBoy, causing the track to be remastered without his contributions and thus, the album to be re-released. On September 4, 2022, Gaulden released the YouTube-exclusive single Purge Me. On September 5, 2022, through DJ Academics, it was announced that he would release a surprise mixtape titled Realer 2, presented as a sequel to his December 2018 Realer. However, the mixtape did not release according to plan. On September 6, 2022, at around 4 p.m. Estate, the mixtape was released primarily to Gaulden's YouTube channel. Just a day later, on September 7, the mixtape was added to all digital streaming platforms. Despite Gaulden's departure from Atlantic Records, the mixtape was distributed through the label. On October 7, 2022, Gaulden released his 20th mixtape, 3800 Degrees through Never Broke Again and Atlantic Records. The project pays homage to Juvenile's 1998 400 Degrees and Lil Wayne's 2002 500 Degrees. The mixtape features guest appearances from E40, Mouse on the track, and Shy Glizzy. The project marks YoungBoy Never Broke Again's fifth release of 2022, fourth solo. On October 16, he announced another project, My Got a Family, to be released the same week as his 21st project, and his sixth release of the year, fifth solo. Just days later, the tracklist was released, announcing Nicki Minaj and Yeet as the mixtape's only features. On October 21, 2022, the mixtape was released and was presented as a DJ Drum and Gangsta Grillz exclusive. Through Billboard, on October 24, 2022, it was announced that following the completion of Gaulden's contract with Atlantic Records, he would sign a joint venture contract between Motown Records and his own label Never Broke Again. The joint venture deal was signed just over a year prior, in September 2021, prior to the announcement of YoungBoy's addition to the label. On November 25, 2022, Gaulden teamed up with Never Broke Again signee, Quando Rondo for their collaborative mixtape, 3860. The mixtape was preceded by 4 singles, Give Me a Sign, Cream Soda, performed by Quando Rondo, Keep Me Dry, and It's On. Despite the project being uploaded to Gaulden's YouTube channel, on the day of the mixtape's release, he revealed that he did not want the mixtape to be released due to his past disputes with Atlantic Records, the label under which the mixtape was released under, subsequently leading to the removal of the mixtape from Gaulden's YouTube channel. Gaulden further noted that Quando respected his wishes for the mixtape to not be released. However, Atlantic Records proceeded to release the project. On December 23, 2022, Gaulden released the compilation album Lost Files, which purely consisted of leaked songs from 2018 onwards. The project marked his final release of the year. The project peaked at number 45 on the Billboard 200, selling over 18,000 copies in its first tracking week. 2023, present, I Rest My Case, Don't Try This at Home, Richest Op, and Decided To. Main articles, I Rest My Case, Don't Try This at Home, YoungBoy Never Broke Again album, Richest Op, and Decided To. On January 3, 2023, Gaulden's label released the official artwork for his fifth studio album I Rest My Case on their Instagram. On January 4, 2023, Gaulden released a series of promotional singles, most notably Black, which peaked at number 93 respectively on the Billboard Hot 100. The album was released on January 6, 2023, and is his first project under a new artist deal with Motown Records. The album peaked at number 9 on the Billboard 200, marking Gaulden's lowest charting studio album. Through Billboard, on February 1, 2023, Gaulden was announced to appear on the magazine's cover, which was released alongside an interview. Appearing on the cover marked his first in 5 years since his October 2017 appearance on The Fader. Through the interview, it was noted that Gaulden's sixth full-length studio album titled Don't Try This at Home was in the works. On February 24, 2023, Gaulden appeared as a feature on Yeat's third studio album Afterlife on the second track, Schmunk. Weeks later, on March 17, 2023, he would appear as a feature on I Don't Mind, the fifth track on Lil Pump's third long-awaited studio album, Lil Pump 2. On February 27, 2023, Gaulden released Next, a promotional single leading up to his sixth studio album, Don't Try This at Home. Just days later, on March 2, 2023, he issued another single, Demon Party. Weeks later, through Motown Records' official Instagram, it was announced that the album would drop on April 21, 2023, and it would consist of 33 songs. Following the album's announcement, the album's lead single, WTF with the Trinidadian rapper Nicki Minaj, was released on April 7, 2023, just 2 weeks before the release of the project. The album's second and final single, Rearview, with the Atlanta singer Mariah the Scientist, was released on April 14, 2023. The album released according to plan on April 21, 2023, featuring guest appearances from Mariah the Scientist, Nicki Minaj, Post Malone, and The Kid Laroi. The album debuted at number 5 on the Billboard 200 after selling 60,000 album equivalent units in its first week. Furthermore, Gaulden became the youngest artist in Billboard history to chart 100 songs on the Hot 100 after Big Truck debuted at number 100 on the chart. On May 8, 2023, Gaulden announced a mixtape titled Richest Stop and its release date of May 12, the same release date as rival Lil Durk's album Almost Healed. Following this announcement, Durk's album was delayed. Richest Stop debuted at number 4 on the Billboard 200 with 51,000 album equivalent units in its first week. The mixtape garnered attention due to a song titled Fuck the Industry PT2 in which YoungBoy called out multiple rappers including Drake, J. Cole, and Lil Yachty. On June 12, 2023, Playboy Carti gifted Gaulden an opium chain, which is a black diamond chain with an upside-down cross pendant, and had taken to his Instagram after a long hiatus to show the rapper wearing the chain. The makers of the chain, Jewelry Unlimited, took to their Instagram to announce that the chain was a gift from Carti ahead of the two's collaborative album, which was hinted to be titled 004KT. On the same day, record producer F1LTHY, alongside the executive producer of Carti's upcoming solo album, Music, had taken to Twitter to tweet 004KT, further creating discussions about a new album between the two. On October 26, 2023, Gaulden released the music video for Deep Down. A day later, on October 27, 2023, YoungBoy released 2 more singles, Now Who and My Body. The singles would appear on YoungBoy's 21st mixtape, Decided 2, the sequel to his September 2018, Decided, which was later released on November 10. At the end of 2023, YoungBoy became the most streamed rap artist on YouTube for the 5th year straight in the United States and was the second most streamed artist overall behind Peso Pluma. YoungBoy was the 6th best-selling artist in the US in 2023 with 4.2 million album units sold.